So hello everyone, welcome here to round number 2 of the 2017 NASA RallyCross Challenge season. We're here at St. Eustache in Quebec, Canada, and like last week, basically give Mertz the trophy because this race is over. But realistically, we're going to race, and this is a fantastic layout for NASA RallyCross. It's Josh Mertz bringing you the call, as always, for the Automotive Sports Network. We once again have 6 cars, but like we said last week, we really only should race with 6 cars because we have a hell of a race when we do. 2 quarterfinals, semifinal, final, 6 laps, 4 laps, 8 laps, Joker once, except for the final, twice in the final. Big storyline before we jump into it. Jacob Kraus is here for the first time in 4 years. The man from Wisconsin. Remember incident 2013B in Charlotte? He got suspended by NASA RallyCross. But he's finally back, and this should be a hell of a race. Not sure. Battery low. Wonderful. I have to plug this in for...
What is that? Mertz, pull up a bit. A little more. Good. Kraus, pull up a hair.
Yep, Kraus pulls up. We're even. 6 laps, Joker once. Getting ready for the first quarterfinal in Canada. It's 2 Canadians versus a German, but the German has won almost every single race here. Green flag. Off the line. Livingood will get the jump over Kraus and Mertz, the MRT boys. Remember, we skipped the chicane. Going down to turn 1. Livingood will lead. Then it's the MRT teammates side by side. Kraus ahead of his teammate Mertz. Through turn 3, the dirt double apex left-hand corner into the water for the first time. Livingood still leads. Down the back straightaway to the jump for the first time. Side by side, Kraus is going to try and take the lead on Livingood. He tried it, and they hit in the corner, in the final corner, I should say. And off the final corner, Livingood leads at the line.
51. No. Couldn't tell.
Joker's allowed. Kraus takes the lead.
End of one leads.
Looks like he cut the track a little bit there, did Kraus. He might have to give up a little bit of time, but Livingood runs it wide in the 51. So take him out of it. It's the MRT teammates, 1 and 2.
Yeah, good save. Joker's allowed.
Kraus pulling away from his teammate 46.4 to a 47 flat, and a 46.5 was Livingood. So Mertz hanging back a little bit. He'll take the Joker to release himself to the clear track. Pushing hard is Mertz in car number 2 as Kraus leads. Now Livingood ahead of Mertz. And what will Mertz do to try and get by the 51? 42 flat for Kraus, 45.3 for Mertz, so it's about a 3-second delta, and it looks like Livingood's holding up the 2. Not sure what's going on here, but I think he's getting held up by car number 51. Kraus has not jokered yet. Livingood has not jokered yet, and Mertz is... I think that was a bad call for Mertz in the 2. Kraus still leads.
3-1 leads.
Let's look at the helicopter cam. These two are battling, but Livingood 42.8, 42.7. Kraus ran a 41.8 with the clear track, a second faster than Mertz, than his teammate. And I think this is going to hinder him. Livingood runs it wide. Mertz is going to finally take that spot. He's going to make contact with Livingood nearly. It's all going to be down to this Joker merge, but I think Kraus is going to be able to have this in the bag as we are coming to 2 to go. As Livingood ran a 42.8, 42.7. They were the fastest laps. All 3 guys ran their fastest laps last lap.
End of 4, 1 leads.
2 to go. 42.1 to a 41.6. Again, losing half a second. Like I said, this is going to be hindering him. Kraus enjoying the clear track. And I don't think Mertz is going to have enough time. That was an ill-timed Joker. That was a really strange strategy move. Ill-timed Joker to be caught behind the 51. And I think it's going to hinder him. Kraus is going to Joker now from high above. Pay attention to car number 1 in the Joker. There's going to be no contest between these teammates. And that's what happens for an ill-timed strategy. White flag for Kraus.
End of 5-1 leads, white flag.
Mertz is one of the fastest cars here. You know that. I think he has 6 wins here. And an ill-timed move. That was really weird. Really weird to see. But Kraus, 44.9. Mertz ran a 41.4. So as soon as he got by Livingood, that gave him the clear track, but he jokered at the wrong time. You always want to try and joker early on here at St. Eustache, but if you get stuck in traffic, you are done for. Philip Kraus is going to round the final corner and win the quarterfinal over his teammate and Livingood.
Good win, Phil. Checkered flag. Kraus wins the final 1, followed by the 2, followed by the 51.
Took my joker at the wrong time and got held up. Good win.
Good race. I was spicy at the start.
Yeah, that was good. That was fun racing.
Sorry if I shoved you into the wall in the last one.
You did.
Yeah.
It's fine.
My nose was just washing too much.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't keep it down. Sorry.
We get
I have
for
the
reset.
results in the replay.
Okay.
23, 29, 50. Stop, 29, stop. Stop. 23, 29. You can turn left and go around the oval.
Oh.
23.
Reset if you need to.
Where are you going?
Why?
Why is it so hard?
To be fair, I didn't know. Sorry.
No, that.
It's
More
all
wet.
good. It's all good.
23,
Yeah, no, we're
29,
mostly
50.
just yelling at Let's.
God damn it, Wedge. Back at it again. With his tomfoolery and shenanigans.
So you can grid wherever you want in that order. 23, 29, 50. Everybody pull up. 23, pull up. Good. 29, good. 50, pull up. 6 lap stroker once. Second quarter final.
Alright, good luck.
Wetz, Jacob Kraus, and Lester. Points leader. Wetz with the red plate and the winner sticker from last week in the Netherlands. Green flag. Returnee, if that's even a word. Jacob Kraus in the middle of Casey Lester and Chris Wetz. Kraus is going to let him by. Lester's going to take the lead over Wetz. So put the privateer points leader, I should add, through to the lead. As the only manufacturer car in this race is Wetz, the man who won last week in that incredible pass that he made on Philip Kraus. It's rare to see the defending champion make a mistake like that. Yes, he's only been in the series for 1 full season, but still, we don't see mistakes from Philip Kraus often, and that happened, and that gave Wetz the win. Leads, Joker is allowed. Casey Lester leads on the first lap of the race. Very interesting to see the American from New York leading on merit on the road. 46.6 to Wetz, a 47.2. Let's see if Lester can hold this lead, or will he have to go to the semifinal? He runs it wide in turn 3. Hooks it on the curb, good through the water. He bounced the rear wheels through the water. He's going to try and defend on Wetz. Let's see who will joker on the first opportunity. Lester calls his joker. Remember, Wetz famously does not have a microphone inside of car number 23 connected to the public scanner.
Careful
So
on the merge.
Shoot.
we never know what's going on in car 23. Lester,
23 leads. Oh, look.
and that was a warning to the 50.
Alright.
As Lester loses out on first and second. And Jacob Kraus, 43.6 in his first race
Warning
back.
to the 29. Looks like you're out of control though, so it's okay.
And Jacob Kraus, he ran for his same team, Team Razor Enterprises, for about half a season. as
Careful on the merge, driver.
he jokers in car 29.
And
What-
the 23 leads, cross flags.
Holds the lead at cross flags. He has not jokered yet, but I don't know if Lester's going to be able to take the fight to him. 44-3 to a 42-7 is the gap. And I think once Wets got clear of Lester, that's all she wrote. We still got a couple laps to go here, so anything can happen. But it's going to be interesting to see. From high above, Wets still does not joker. And you notice this track does run the oval. There's an oval here at St. Eustache, turns 3 and 4. And turns
and
1
4, 23 leads.
1 and 2 right at the end of the pit lane. Right there if you were to turn left. But we proceed out into the parking lot. And out onto the road course. 858 to a 42-8 was Wets' last lap. So he's waiting until the very last moment to joker in car number 23. It's the man that holds the red plate in the NASA RallyCross Challenge. And holds that winner sticker. Final corner coming to the white flag. He's going to wait till the last lap to joker like always.
23 leads, white flag.
42.639, fastest man on the circuit in the quarterfinal is Wets. Struggling as Lester in the 50, 43.581. So yet again, a second slower than Wets, 9/10 to be exact, from the 50 to the 23. And that's partially down to equipment. Remember, like I said last week, Lester's back on his own privateer squad. And I believe, because he signed an agreement with Revolution Racing, but then Living Good came back. Of course, that breaches all agreements made with team drivers as Wets jokers. But I think Lester was able to get out of that agreement, or he allowed them to break the agreement by getting older equipment from Revolution Racing. Clearly, no contest as Wets wins the quarterfinal.
23.
Careful on the power strips.
And then having a little fun on the
50.
public scanner there.
And 29.
Lester second, Kraus third.
I opened a link and that started playing and scared the shit out of me.
So on track, 251, 50, 29. Pull up a smidge, 50, pull up a gotta lay that rubber down, Ralph.
Well, tire arming's illegal.
That's a ban.
51, pull up a smidge. 50, pull up actually back up like a pinch. All three of you back up a pinch.
You're not on the line, Mertz. Just saying.
Hold on. I'm trying to get us all even.
That works too.
Okay, hold on. I'm even with Kraus. Alright, I think we're all good. 4 laps, joker once. Mertz, Kraus, Lester, and Living Good for the semifinal in Canada. Green flag off the line. The manufacturer cars will beat the privateers into turn 1. It's going to be Living Good v. Mertz, but it's going to see who can get it. Living Good is going to out-corner Mertz in the 51, and the 2 is going to be second.
No, 50. Okay, you're good.
Sorry.
No, 29 was about to hit your butt.
50 and 29 battling for the privateer honors. And these two,
Yay.
where have we seen this before?
Sorry.
And remember, I mentioned a couple races ago last season where the NASA tried to do a light series, and we raced at Barcelona. Interestingly,
End of one, number 51.
Interestingly, these two are the only 2 cars left. They crashed each other on the last lap of the lights heat race. And that has been a running joke ever since. They were the only 2 in the heat race. They crashed each other, and they couldn't finish the race. As Mertz to the inside of Living Good, his former teammate blocks him, forces him to the outside. As they're battling for a bonus point.
Patrick's.
Mertz is going to go to the inside on Livingood, his friend and rival. He's going to look, car length, but he's got the inside line. Will he take the fight? No. Lester's still third. Cross flags for Livingood.
251.
Battling to turn one. Mertz is on the outside. He's going to make it stick! Is car number 2. What a move on Livingood!
Ah, shit.
That wasn't though.
As Mertz outbroke himself after he did that, and Livingood back to the lead. And he bumps the 51.
That was close.
Pretty sure he hit me.
Yeah, he did. Nico hit me.
Both of them go to the Joker. 51 and 2.
Careful on the merge.
It's going to put the 50 through to the lead tentatively. But these two battling fiercely for the semifinal win. Remember, you do get a bonus point. White flag for
And
Lester.
350.
White flag.
As Livingood holds the lead. I think Mertz played his cards when he had that outside move. That was a beautiful move. He's going to try it again and hits the 51. And into the wall goes Dylan.
It's not 90 degrees, so it works.
I'm sorry.
No penalty. Lester all over the track.
Ah.
I don't think Lester's going to be able to get a bonus point today. Over the
Oh, this is
jump.
gonna be good.
They both go.
Win, good.
Lester has to Joker. Mertz is going to go the inside. They're going to be side by side into the final corner. Mertz is going to rough him up a little bit. And both of them into the wall. Livinggood's go to the inside. Contact between them again. And at the line, it's going to be Livingood.
Wow, Mertz.
That was spicy.
That's the most fun I've ever had. God.
It used the bumper, and then used the bumper again to save the penalty box. I like that strategy.
I'm gonna throw up.
Hold on.
Wait, who won that?
Oh,
Living Good won it.
oh my God.
He used to go up Martinsville move.
God damn, Dylan.
I thought I had you when I passed you on the outside, and then I fucking biffed
Still
it.
got it. You still got it.
Watch
The
this.
bump and run.
still got it. You still got it.
Final
Holy shit, I
time
feel good.
in Canada.
Looks like Kimmy's finally
You
returned.
don't got it.
Kimmy's returned to his
Oh, you
McLaren
just at the
days.
server?
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching that. I saved
I
it.
didn't get to save that replay, but
though. Okay, well, everyone.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw up.
Oh my
come on, you
god.
can't throw up now. You just won the semi.
You got some partying left to do, boy. Everyone on track, don't move.
Let's just say the champagne's gonna be sprayed in the Revolution Racing camp today.
The 1 and the 23 can lead. Don't go too far, but you can move out of the pit lane and go onto the oval.
Is that Kraus behind me?
Yes, the 29's behind you.
Jacob, I mean.
He's gonna
Oh,
move
that's
over a little bit.
he's. No, never mind. He's just moving.
Okay, Kraus, I'm gonna have you line them up as soon as you can see that they're 0-0.
Casey is exact with me.
Okay,
Alright, yeah, I think we're good.
8 laps, Joker twice. Good luck, gentlemen.
Alright, good luck, everybody.
Thanks for showing, guys. Appreciate it.
Casey is exact with me.
Okay,
Alright, yeah, I think we're good.
line them up as soon as you can see that they're 0-0.
Casey is exact with me.
Okay,
Alright, yeah, I think we're good.
8 laps, Joker twice. Good luck, gentlemen.
Alright, good luck, everybody.
Getting ready
Thanks for showing, guys.
in
Appreciate it.
Canada.
Sure.
Livingood, Lester, Wetz, Kraus, Jacob Kraus, Mertz for the Canadian Grand Prix. Green flag. Off the line, Livingood gets a great jump. Lester misses the start. It's going to be side by side with Wetz and Kraus. Let's see if Mertz is going to slam it into the tires this season. He will not, but he's definitely back in the back of the field. Livingood out and away from the rest of the field, and I haven't said that in quite a long time. Kraus, Wetz, Mertz, Lester, and Jacob Kraus to the inside. Philip Kraus goes on Livingood, tried to make it happen, couldn't make anything happen from that. On the outside, he looked. He's going to try it over the jump. Couldn't make anything happen this time behind car number 51. But he goes to the inside on the 51. Goes Kraus again like the quarterfinal. He's going to try it side by side with
End of 1-1 leads.
Livingood.
Allowed.
Mertz back and forth. He's dejected already, sandwiching the Revolution Racing cars. Privateer battle is Lester and Jacob Kraus. Lester holding that. We'll focus on this. Living good into the one and shoves him out wide. To the inside he goes. Mertz looks like he cut the track a little bit. Got to give some time up. Put him back to fourth. Philip Kraus. I'm going to get confused all season. Points leader, defending champion. Back to fourth from the lead. Now Revolution Racing battling MRT. Who's going to joker? Mertz is the only taker from the manufacturer cars to joker. Hopefully this isn't going to be like the quarterfinal where he jokered at the wrong time, but the other three cars are under a blanket as Living Good leads.
Out of 2.
Lester fourth now. Mertz fifth. Jacob Kraus in sixth, struggling. In the Ford, Living Good trying to pull away at a 43.1, but he was not the fastest man on the circuit. The fastest man on the circuit is Casey Lester at a 42.8 as Wetz runs it wide. Living Good struggling through water. Wow, this race is making it very difficult to articulate words. But Philip Kraus is back to the lead now on lap number 3. Who will joker now? Wetz and Lester do. Mertz does as well, so take his strategy out of it. Where's Jacob Kraus? Jacob Kraus is way out of it. Inside of Lester is Mertz. Lester into the wall, and Mertz is going to get by him.
Sorry, Lester, didn't mean to shove you.
You're good. You didn't make contact.
And now, we saw this a couple seasons ago with Erdman and Mertz when they were teammates. Wetz held Mertz up into Erdman. Living Good runs it wide again. Looks like he took the corner a little shallow.
I did too.
Will Wetz hold up the 2?
Joker.
Kraus is going to joker in car number 1. Followed by the 51. 51 does not joker. Living Good does not joker in the 51, rounding the final corner. So we'll put Living Good back through the lead. Living Good leading. Kraus, Mertz, who's blown second gear, cross flags, and Wetz in fourth. Wetz, got pipped by Lester. You know how important second gear here is in St. Eustache, and Mertz doesn't have that. 42.155, fastest man on the circuit. Living Good runs it wide again. He looks like he got sideways. Mertz is loving all these issues from everybody else. To the inside goes Living Good to block Kraus. Kraus tried the inside further near the grass, thought better of it. Who will joker now? Living Good does. I think it's going to be teammate v teammate now. But Kraus has a joker left. 3 to go in Canada. Mertz gets by Living Good.
End of 5.
And 5.
You got it, Philip. Sorry.
3 to go between the teammates. 42.198 to a 42.298. There's a 10th in it between these guys.
Just wipe.
No.
Living Good blows the corner again, struggling under braking. Lester 4th, Wetz 5th, 6th is Jacob Kraus. We're going to focus on these guys, battling for the race victory. And will this be the first 1-2 finish for this MRT pairing? We'll have to see. Jokering is Living Good. We can fully take him out of the equation. Kraus leads with 2 laps to go.
6, 1 lead.
Mertz pushing hard, 41.755, 41.679. Both set their fastest laps last lap, but there's still a 10th in it. Kraus is a 10th up on his teammate. This is a fascinating duel between these new teammates. Last week was great, and this week is even better. And what, if this is every week, what a race that this will become between the teammates. We see this in F1 recently with Ferrari and Mercedes. Revolution and MRT. And we have the Mercedes teammates, a lot like the MRT teammates here in NASA Rallycross. Kraus jokers his teammate, passes him, to the lead goes Mertz.
7-2 leads, white flag.
White flag in Canada, 42 flat to a 44.6. Obviously, joker lap caused that slower lap. Lester battling Wetz for the 4th spot. Let's see if the American from New York can get by the American from Texas. And Jacob Kraus struggling in the 29. We'll put Lester winning privateers tentatively unless something goes wrong. On car number 50, over the jump for the final time. Will Philip Kraus try something on his teammate, or will it be a 1-2 formation finish for the team? In the final corner, Kraus tries to drift it, take to the inside. Mertz is going to win it in Canada. followed by his
Checkered
teammate.
flag, 2 wins, 1 second.
Third is Living Good. Fourth, Wets.
Third
Fuck.
looks like the 51.
Fifth, Lester.
Good race,
Sixth, Kraus.
Hooters.
Yeah, good race, guys.
Took us 3 weeks. First 1-2 on the board.
Win number 27 for Mertz here in Canada. And what a race that was between the teammates. If that's any indication about how this season is going to go, we should see a fascinating battle. That gives him the red plate by 1 point over his teammate going into Milwaukee. We remember what happened at Milwaukee last season. So we have no Erdman, but Philip Kraus did finish second at his home race. We hope you enjoyed today's coverage here on the Automotive Sports Network, and we hope to see you next week in Milwaukee. But until then, so long, everyone.